Heidi ho there, my lovies, and welcome back to Crazy But Not Dangerous. I'm Shorty Vaughn, and it's almost dinner time, and I am super duper hungry, that's for sure. We gotta get going. And what am I gonna make today? Egg roll in a bowl, because I'm feeling like Asian food, and I had a lot of veg in my refrigerator that I am trying to work out. So, yeah, let's get down to it. So I've got about 1.25 pounds of ground pork. And remember I told you some of those pork chops that I bought that were 99 cents a pound looked like they had been, chopped up by a serial killer? Well, these are those pork chops. So the ones that just were really mangled, I went ahead and took them away from the bone. I put them in my food processor and gave them a zip, zip, zip. And yeah, made some ground pork, so that's what we're going to be using today. And I'm going to go ahead and get that started. Got my pan here on probably about a 6, maybe a little bit more. That's just fine. And let's pick a spoon that feels lucky. This one feels like a good one today. That little bit of smoke that you see, that's a little bit of overspray from, cleaning my stove. Don't worry about it. We're not on fire yet. But there's always room for possibility. So, yep, I've thawed that out in the refrigerator. Just nice and safe. Had a plate underneath of it because I don't like leaks and I don't like spills. And I went ahead and, because I had a super busy day today, got everything all chopped up and ready to go. So I'm going to start off with browning this ground pork. Then I have carrots, celery, and onion in here. I'm going to have lots of veg tonight because I am so hungry. And yeah, veg, that's the name of my game. Yay, hooray. What did I do today? I'm telling you, we went all over the place. So I got a haircut. They let me use my $10.95 coupon, saved $8, yay, hooray, over at the Great Clips. It's not the world's greatest haircut, but it's out of my eyes. And when my hair starts to get in my eyes, I can hear my mother's voice. Tanya, you'd be such a pretty girl if you'd get the hair out of your eyes and lose 10 pounds. Yes, Mom, thank you, I love you. So she would be very glad that the hair is out of my eyes, and so am I, because I just find it irritating. And plus, I don't like to play with it all the time. Yeah, so got a haircut. Baby sister drove me around everywhere endlessly. She was so patient and kind today. And I have told her many times how much I have appreciated her help. So there we go. Yep, so we went and got a haircut. Then we went to Goodwill to look for treasures. And yeah, they were really picked over. They must have had a very busy Black Friday. Very picked over. I didn't really get much of anything. We also went to the 99 cents only store, and really all I got, mushrooms and tomatoes, and also some beauty items, that I needed, because I think that's a great way to stock up. Yeah, they had some full-size items for $1.25. Yay, hooray. And then we ran a few more errands, and then she brought me home, and I didn't take a nap today. Yeah, no napping, but I did get my Christmas tree up. I did get some of my favorite Christmas ornaments out, so I'm not quite as far behind the 8 ball as I was yesterday. Feeling pretty good about all my efforts. I'm going to eat this dinner, and I am super excited about it. I'm going to eat this dinner, and I am going to go to bed, because I made it to dark. Yeah, I love wintertime because it's 6:07, it's dark, it's pitch black out there, and I'm going to bed just as soon as I'm going to eat and make sure that everything is A-okay, and then lock up the house, and I'm going to bed early. If I make it to 8 o'clock, I'll be real darn surprised. Do you ever go to bed before 8? Yeah, I'm okay with that. Now, I don't think this is going to need any oil because there was some fat on those pork chops when I made my ground pork. And I think that's a great way to use like a really mangled 99 cent per pound pork chop. Yeah, just grind it up. You don't like the way it looks? Turn it into something else. So, just gonna go ahead, give that a little brown up. If it looks like I need a little oil, well, I have some olive oil and that'll be just fine, but we'll see how much renders off here. I think it's gonna be plenty to get my veg going. I'm gonna do the carrot, celery, and onion first because those are gonna take the longest. I also have a little bit of red and green bell pepper. We'll go ahead and throw those in next. Got myself some cabbage because that head of cabbage was so enormous, so I got that all chopped up. So this morning when I had plenty of energy, I just went through and did all my little dicing up. I also had a little bit of asparagus left. That's going to go in at the very last. And then I did take a few of the mushrooms that I got from the 99 cents only store and just gave those a good cleanup and a little bit of a chippity chop, no problem there. So yeah, we ran all over town, and Andrew found some things at the Goodwill. He had a good time there. And my sister, she found the cutest little Christmas boxes. And yeah, you know what? We have decided that we are really going to live it up this holiday season. Yep, we're going to watch Christmas movies. We're going to watch, last night we watched something, I can't remember what it, the Hotel Holly or something like that. It was on Start TV. Yeah, we watched that Christmas movie. But we're going to watch all of our favorites, and we're going to drink hot chocolate. I got some sugar-free hot chocolate, kind of excited about that. And we're going to have popcorn. We're just going to do it upright, but not tonight. Tonight, yeah, I've expended most of my energy, and you know what? I did all kinds of things. No nap. Today is the first time in over a month that I have gone without a nap. I'm feeling okay. Maybe I'm getting back to my old self. Fingers crossed, baby. Fingers crossed. So, yep, this ground pork smells good. Let's go ahead and put a little black pepper on there. Here we go. I'm also going to add some granulated garlic. Hello, Gilroy. Did y'all do anything fun or exciting? Are you traveling today home from wherever you spent your holiday? Did you go shopping? Did you get anything especially interesting? I used a very liberal amount of this granulated garlic. I don't have any fresh, and they didn't have any at my 99 cents only store today. So we're just doing the best we can with what we have. That's the way to do it. And it will be just fine. I also have some freeze-dried ginger. We don't have a whole lot of Asian food, and we don't use a whole lot of ginger. So for me, this is a great way to just get that little bit of bite right on in there. And I'm gonna, maybe that's a teaspoon and a half, something like that. It'll be a-okay. All right, we're getting a little bit of color on this meat. So I am gonna go ahead and throw in my carrots, my celery, my onion. And I just matchsticked these little baby carrots, just kind of quartered them up, and that's gonna be just fine. They're all kind of in similar sizes and shapes so that they cook very thoroughly and at the same time. So there we go. Just trying to use up everything in my veg drawer and get as much food today as I possibly can because I am really hungry. Yeah, starving, ready. And I don't know about you, But I just feel like when I'm eating bright, color-filled meals, that I am eating very healthily that day. I don't know if that's really true or not, but you know, plenty of veg. Yes, please and thank you. Ooh, it's starting to smell good already. Yay. I'm gonna go ahead and throw my bell pepper in there too. This was from Frozen, so I didn't have to do anything with that. But sometimes when I'm gonna have a really busy day out, I like to get a little bit of my prep work done in advance so that I'm not, you know, I'm not playing catch up. I'm not tempted to go through that drive-through. I know that I can just make a one skillet meal. Egg roll in a bowl is one of my favorite one skillet meals. Yeah, just throw everything in there, anything you want. If you had a bag of, you know, stir-fried vegetables from the Dollar Tree, that would be spectacular. I'm not going to say no. Oh, this looks good. Let me bring you over and I'll give you a little peek. Oh yeah, so it's looking good. Fantastic. Ground chicken would be just as equally delightful. Absolutely. Ground beef. Yeah, I'm not going to say no. If you wanted to do vegetarian and you just did rice and vegetables, yeah, that would still be good. Fantastic. Yippee skippy. Alright, I'm just going to let this go for a few minutes and cook down a little bit. Let those harder vegetables, you know, the carrots, the celery, the onion, cook down for just a bit. And I'll show you my Christmas tree. So this is our very simple, small Christmas tree. When it's on the floor, it stands about as tall as I am. And just did red and gold ornaments and the big red flowers. I think those are great. I'm not exactly sure what kind of flowers they are, but I got them over at Goodwill, and the original price tag on them was $7.99 per. Silk flowers are so expensive, and that's why I like to find them at Goodwill whenever I can. And I think this is a real cute, simple Christmas tree, and I'm not getting the big one out this year. I don't feel confident on the step stool. So, yeah, just a nice simple Christmas tree, and we're not really doing gifts this year. So, yeah, but I think that's festive and fun. Yay, hooray. Alrighty, I'm going to add my cabbage. And I know that looks like a lot, but that will just cook down. I'm not worried about it. And even if it was too much cabbage, I'm still not worried about it because I love cabbage. I could eat it all. My friend Jerry Ellen over at Cooking with Neighbors, she loves cabbage too. She's a kindred spirit, that's for sure. I just love her. If you don't know my friend Jerry Ellen, go over and say howdy to her and check out her channel. Tell her that Shorty Vaughn sent you. You know, she's just got such a great personality, and she is a funny, funny lady, and she makes me laugh all the time. Her recipes are really good, and it's Cooking with Neighbors, and she really feels like a neighbor. Yeah, she would be my Millie helper next door if I was, you know, Laura Petrie, or I would be her, you know, Millie helper if I was her Laura Petrie or what have you. Anyhow, yeah, she feels like a neighbor. She's super fun. I just adore her. Put most of the mushrooms in. Yes, please and thank you. And baby girl has baby baby sister has never had egg roll in a bowl. So, yup. I am excited to share this little dish with her. I'm going to let this cook down. Let's go ahead and work on our sauce a little bit. I have about half of a cup of water. I'm going to go ahead and add that. And I also have some no sugar added Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. And I use this instead of hoisin sauce because it has a similar kind of profile to it. But honestly, I'm not spending $6 on hoisin sauce that is probably going to go bad before I get a chance to use it all. I have this teriyaki. I got this over at my Asian Mart, and it is spectacular. And it's wanjansang, something like that, wanjanshan. I'm probably not even saying it remotely correctly, and I certainly apologize. Yeah, I'm going to add about a quarter cup of the barbecue sauce, and I'm going to add that, I don't know, maybe that was 2 tablespoons of the teriyaki. It's going to be fine. It's a very strong flavor. Get that all incorporated in there. Yay, hooray. Maybe I'm going to add a little bit more of the garlic. Granulated garlic never hurt anybody. You know, unless maybe you're allergic, and then, well, God bless you, baby. I don't know what to say. Going to add a few dashes of the pure sesame oil, and I use this like the truffle oil. Just a little bit will do ya, and it has a very slow spigot, thank goodness, because I could really get myself in trouble. Yeah, that truffle oil, this sesame oil, just a little bit, that's all you need. It just adds that certain something to it. You could serve this with rice. We're not going to have rice today, but we had rice yesterday. I allowed myself a few tablespoons of it, and it was so luxurious. Yeah, I miss carbs, but when I get a little bit, oh, it feels like a little bit of heaven. Yay, hooray, yippee, skippy, and hot diggity. That dinner last night was so good. That creamy picante chicken, it was delicious. Even Andrew said, "Where'd you find the recipe for this?" And I said, well, I just kind of opened the refrigerator and, you know, did the best that I could. And these vegetables aren't taking any time to wilt down at all. So we are almost there. Just want everything to soften up, get all saucy and delicious. I'm going to put a lid on it. And then we're going to come back, and I'm going to put the asparagus in, and I've also chopped up some mixed nuts. So this is just a mixed nut variety. These were unsalted. It's macadamias, pecans, walnuts, cashews, you know, the whole shebang, because we have all decided, the 3 of us, that we love nuts, especially on an Asian-inspired dish. That's the best I can call this. It's just kind of, you know, Asian-inspired. And glad to be using these asparagus tips because they were just too good to let them go. And they probably were not going to make it tomorrow. So I'm going to let this go for about 5 more minutes. Throw my asparagus tips in, throw my mixed nuts in there for that little bit of crunch and deliciousness. I'm going to go set up the trays, and I'll bring you back in a few minutes. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and throw the nuts in here now. Get those all incorporated in there. Hopefully there is a nice little, crunchy bit inside every bite. Yay, hooray. And let's go ahead and throw in the asparagus tips too. Broccoli, cauliflower, snow peas, whatever you got, it'll be okay. I'm gonna give those about 3 to 5 more minutes just to get good and tender. And then I'm gonna go ahead and get plated up. I'm ready for dinner. Super hungry. Gonna put my mess away. I like to clean as I go so I can just eat, and I'm gonna go to bed. I want a better spoon because I want to make sure I get all that delicious sauce on my plate. Yes, please, and thank you. That is one of my favorites. So, just getting some of everything, and lots of proteins today, lots of great vegetables, and I am going to fill my plate up, that is for sure. All right, there we go. Looks pretty tasty. Let's put the finishing touches on it. So I have a little bit of toasted sesame seeds here. I'm going to sprinkle those right on top, just like that. Then I got these wonton strips over at my Albertsons. This was one of my free items, and these are absolutely delicious. I can have quite a bit. They're actually pretty low in carbohydrates, so I can have about 2 tablespoons. There we go. All right, here we go, my lovelies. Well, it's egg roll in a bowl. I don't think it's gonna hurt one bit. Serve it with rice. Serve it with rice noodles. That would be fantastic. Just have it vegetarian. I made mine with ground pork. Yay, hooray. All right, be good, be careful. Look both ways. Ooh, you could do turkey leftovers with this. Yeah, absolutely. You got some turkey leftovers. You need to spice it up. Turkey egg roll in a bowl. Yeah, wouldn't hurt a bit. All right, be good, be careful. Look both ways. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching Crazy But Not Dangerous.